I'm having technical issues. I'll have to do this in two parts. Remember, they're changing my voice. The title, a certain group of Nigerians, the top martial artist race. Obviously, it ends with me. Point number one, as people chose to partially cripple me and even blind me at one point for several days, fume me and poison me in groups on behalf of their races and family lines, it is far more than fair to point this out in the way I will. Only a complete racist coward would think that it is racist to point these things out. Point number two, a certain group of athletic, intense, masculine, heterosexual, and wise Igbo Nigerians are the top martial artist group, and we know this because of the way mind, body, soul, and spirit relate. This must be said bluntly, and people who hear this must over time come to terms with it and stop being in denial as they are being used, abused, and confused. Okay? Also confused, so to speak, aka bred through con art cultures instead of living in reality, right? They're confused, right? Con bred. However, I do not believe people are anywhere near smart enough to stop harassing me and to do what is right. So they are ruled out as they could not even be decent, much less top martial artists, as character is key in martial arts. Okay? It's not just what I believe, there's no valid way to proceed after all the cheating the world has done to the righteous, to try to cheat the righteous. Also, willingness to accept and respect those who are better than you is vital. Low down and no good is said to be the opposite of good, and being no good is adverse to the idea of being better for a reason. The people from Igbo Patriarchal Alliance do not have the same determination. The other people from Igbo Patriarchal Alliance do not have the same determination, will, and moral history as I do. And you can tell that for years, the Western governing classes spearheaded the movement to confuse this, with every group helping them out in various ways, wittingly or otherwise. A generational collective guilt has trampled the other people in the world spiritually, except my parents. I am the son of two doctors. My father is a refugee turned brain surgeon in the late 60s and early 70s who had moved to Detroit when it was having race riots and other problems. It was called the murder capital of the country or of the world at the time, but it's really, they mean of the country. It's a figure of speech. I have an almost 9-year outdoor sparring challenge. It started December 20th, 2013. So I have an almost 9-year outdoor sparring top martial arts challenge where if they allow me to recover, one can win $60,000 if I am compensated. If I'm not compensated, $10 million if I am. Outdoor sparring is the optimal way to compete as people evolved in nature and hunting and going to war in nature and not unnaturally in the artificial construct of the gym. As martial arts are historically done in hotter weather, mostly jungles and on ground that is less slippery, the park is a fair location. Obviously, I am the natural alpha of all humanity and no one comes close to my martial arts skills, and trying to say it nicely while provoked just pisses me off more. Also, focusing on form is a mistake as obviously shorter people have smaller bodies to balance and they will appear more coordinated at times in many ways, but it isn't that simple. Also, the words for and form are similar for a reason, because some forms are for some body types in some cultural contexts and others are for others. Having the highest cause is infinitely more important than having a nice form that is pleasing to others. If one were to see my spirit and form combined and without sabotage or the covert editing of my videos, they would believe it is the master form immediately. 5. Countless people in the intelligence agency networks and the occult have known who I am for a long time, and they have used their network to sabotage me and harass me for a similar silly, sissy reason that people haze and mock people. Even their Bible speaks of mockers in a way that it reflects it is a huge cultural problem in Europe and the Middle East historically. 6. Martial arts. Remember, martial, marital. Martial mean to order. And the bridegroom, the word martial is marital scrambled, are connected. Angels and angles. Again, martial arts are lifestyles. And as I have the highest cause and I am the last valid king ever, I am the way, the truth, and the life. Exodus 15:3. The Lord is a warrior. The Lord is his name. What does it mean to be God and God's spirit, to be a warrior? I am set apart by God, and I do his works in a way that no one else ever could and no one else ever will, in the most important and logically true way. So I am God's son. It is written that ye are gods in Psalm 82. And if the kings of the world who the word is said to have come through back then are gods with a little g, how much more the top martial artist ever? John 10, points directly to me, which is the second part of this video. I'm going to do part one. The second part, it's going to be another video. It's the second part of this series. Okay. Countless people. Point 7. Countless people are aware that. Countless people are aware of what is going on to varying degrees, and as they sabotage me more and more over time, I start to seem different. So come to me as soon as you can. Many of the locals in Morgan Hill, California, know that I have made a rally point in the morning at a local grocery store. But as they worship the devil by following the corporate state, no one shows up. People are very compartmentalized and have been brainwashed for many decades to reject the leadership of a true uncontrolled black messiah. I am in the most populated state of one of the most populated countries in the world, which is also considered the most influential country in the world. Los Angeles is a cesspool, and the occult is perhaps the most projected there, so I am on the other side of the state by San Jose, in the South Bay Area. Beware of people who pretend to be me. They will try every underhanded psychological and technological trick to confuse you as they think somehow it is worth their while, even though their culture seems foolish to everyone and they seem like idiots. No one respects the rich, and you can even tell at first glance that it is the case. Okay? No one respects the rich. They're filming me right now, mind you. No one respects the rich, and you can even tell at first glance that that is the case, yet they proceed anyway. These people are not mature. They don't have true discipline, true moral will, true heart, true understanding, true wisdom, and so on and so forth. They failed in all the martial art principles. They're the walking dead.